go live. Claire is first. She wins the prize. Hi, everyone. How are you tonight?
Claire gets the respect and admiration of everyone in the chat.
You know, I think we'll give her an extreme Goin Batty present.
Which is?
Well, I can't reveal that yet.
It's a whole Saturday with us helping you pack up your house.
There you go. You know, of all the privileges that we get to have Claire here, and that, my friends, is awesome.
Awesome.
You know what's funny is she was on our live stream before I was.
That's funny.
That's funny. I have a little guest with us this fine evening.
We have the demon rabbit that scratches
the
poo out of me.
We don't call it the demon rabbit, dear.
Demon rabbit.
It's not a demon rabbit. This is a misunderstood animal, just like my cat Walter.
She seems all nice now, but then she's like...
Walter is more scratchy bitey than he is huggy lovey, and I caught my wife loving on him the other day, petting him, going, I really do like you, Walter.
You saw nothing.
It happened.
You saw nothing?
Soon she'll feel this way about rabbits. Claire, I want you to notice we're feeding the rabbit kale. I want to mess with you. I just want you to know that. Man, I don't know if you got a chance to see it, but Living on a Dime just did a great show. Props to them. We are so grateful to be going behind them. They're a wonderful, wonderful, awesome channel, and we're blessed by what they were talking about. They were baking, they were cooking for camping, putting food away. She just looked tired.
Yeah.
So anyway,
well, she said she wasn't feeling well.
Props to Living on a Dime. You guys rock, and thanks for having your channel. It's awesome. It's very cool.
Claire's upset that you were giving that rabbit her kale.
Here you go, kale, rabbit.
So hello everyone that's coming in. We got Old Fashioned Life and Cindy cool. And who knows and how beautiful you are.
My blind mama's messy kitchen.
And Mermaid, our New Zealand friend, is here.
Oh, cool! Very awesome. Discover E, who is Coco Noel's
husband, and then we have Cheryl Bright, Horizon Sanctuary. So
awesome.
We got a lot of people coming in. Allison Butler is here.
Rosalind, sorry.
Yes, she's a very pretty bunny, but she is a demon rabbit that likes to scratch me to pieces.
She is a little nervous right now. You know, one of the things that we need to do a better job of is holding our rabbits so they can be used to our touch. And this one, because she's a little bit tougher to handle, she doesn't get a whole lot of experience, and so that makes her a little more scratchy than normal. But that's why I have the towel on my arm so that she doesn't scratch me. And you know, as fun and lovey and fuzzy as all these rabbits are, they have claws to beat the band.
Yeah.
I thought Walter had claws. These guys have claws. And so
I'm making a hat. So this is the starting band for it. So
make sure you put it in all caps so we can see it. And you're gonna have to check out the Goin Batty store, because Heather's gonna have a new bag out there soon.
Well, and I've got a couple of kind of like I don't know, I guess you would call them blanket scarves. I have one made in this color, this blue. It's a like ombre blue that it changes from dark to light. So I've got that on there and a few new things. But yeah, I got a new bag that I just finished. It's like a diaper bag, book bag size. Yep. So, and I actually even lined this one so like your pin doesn't fall through, because you know that weave of when you crochet is sometimes a little big, and if you have a pin, it might fall through.
That's right.
So it won't now.
Well, hey everybody, we're glad to see you. Hi, Old Fashioned Life. Hi, Pamela. How are you? And many others. Cat Lover. And Claire had a question, but it went past too quick. I think it was, is this the rabbit that likes to scratch you?
Yes, it is.
It is. And it is affectionately nicknamed the Demon Rabbit, but that's not its real name. Her real name is Anna. Anne.
We could name it Anna.
Sometimes I name it Anna, because
after
it's just Anne.
Well, you know, whatever. And so, anyway, we're excited about our show tonight. It has been very hectic and kind of crazy around the Goin Batty world. I've had some technical difficulties in my life, and that's kind of where we're going to start this show off with, is the technical difficulties behind us doing some of our YouTube videos. We have not put one of our videos up from Saturday because iMovies is flaking out on us, and particularly on my phone. It seems to be working fine in Heather's phone, but for some reason, thank you for that. We're going to talk about the live show that we had with Two Family in just a minute. But iMovies has been flaking out on me and becoming very glitchy. It will not do what it's supposed to do. I contacted Apple and I got no response from them. And that app, I took it off my phone, I turned off my phone, I started my phone back up, and I reinstalled it 3 times. And we tried to download the video multiple times that we had made. And what we did is we visited 3 different farmers markets. And we had a great time. We really did. There are 3 local farmers markets in our area, and I'm sorry, I'm reading too. I gotta quit doing that. Yeah, I can't read and talk at the same time. I've got to focus, or my ADD will get us all out of whack. But we went to 3 different farmers markets, and I'll tell you what, they were awesome. When we went to the first one, it was a little more subdued, a little more laid back. It was in Deerfield, which is an area near us, and it had some great food. You could tell that people have worked really hard at the food that they're growing. And I'll be honest with you, I was excited for all of those folks. They had some great vegetables. There was a couple there that made their own chicken stock, beef stock, vegetable stock, and this was the one that surprised me, fish stock. I'd never heard of having a fish broth before, because I don't eat fish. I'm not a fish guy. I'm not a seafood guy. And I'll tell you what, the food and the broths and all that stuff was just 100%. It was excellent. What we learned from those 3 farmers markets, was the intense and high standards that the people who organize these flea markets really... Farmers markets. I keep saying flea markets. I'm sorry.
Flea markets.
Not flea markets. There's no standards at some of our flea markets. Farmers markets, they have a very high standard for the things that are sold there. And they're inspected. There's one flea market that... Farmers market. That's going to be my night tonight, folks. I'm going to say what I don't mean.
Sorry, I'm not trying to correct you,
but you're fine. I'm messing it all up. There are a farmer's market. The last one we went to was in Montgomery, and if we can get that video up, we will get it up. But that one, they took it so seriously that they would come, before you could go in there and sell your product, they would inspect your kitchen at home. And I thought that was impressive, because sometimes there's not boundaries around that stuff, and there really needs to be. The other thing that was really cool... I'm sorry, dear. Did you want to say something?
No, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I'm not sure I want the government coming in and inspecting my kitchen.
No, we have rabbits in it.
The government in my house.
Yeah.
But the one thing I did find kind of humorous is that it's a farmer's market, but there ain't no farms anywhere around where those farmers markets were. I mean,
they came in from out of town, though.
Yeah, yeah.
And it wasn't just farmers either, though.
Yeah, I mean, the last one we hit was kind of more people making food and restaurant and organic and stuff like that, and which is great and everything. There
were the Asian lady with the noodles.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
That was awesome, man.
Yeah, her.
There was more variety at that last one. But the first one we went to, the guy had what was it? Some sort of maple syrup from a nut.
Oh yeah, he had hickory syrup. Like he had made it from a hickory tree, and I wanted to try that, but I didn't have any money on me at the time, and it was like $12 a bottle, so I didn't get any of it. But I really would like to, because I love hickory nuts. We used to go pick them up when I was a kid. My grandmother has one in her backyard.
Yep.
You got to be quick, because the squirrels are getting them way before you ever do.
Or the rabbits.
Yeah. Well, no, rabbits don't eat them.
But you don't eat nuts? I'm
So
shocked
that
by
was
Anyway.
actually kind of cool. And he made his own hot sauce. Jack was all excited about that because
Yep.
Jack loves himself some hot sauce.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
We've got a few people. Hi, Paige. Hi, Mindy. How are you? Good to see you guys. The first market was a little bit different rhythm than the last market, and the middle market was kind of a mix of everything.
Mm-hmm.
You had folks that made their own soap. You had guys that were flying model airplanes, like the nice ones, like they're collector's items, and they're phenomenal. I mean, they just did a great job. And then there's all kind. I said phenomenal, didn't I? Yep. All right. But there are all kinds of different. You know, one of the things that kept peeking up that I thought was kind of funny, salsa. We saw several booths that had salsa, homemade salsa.
Yeah, we got some tomatillo salsa, which I love that stuff. But if it's not done well, it's really gross.
Yeah,
but
it's
this
not
one
good.
was done really. This guy did a really great job
Yeah.
on it, so it was pretty awesome.
Absolutely. Hi, Arlene. How are you? Welcome. We're glad you're here. Anyway, those farmer markets taught me a lot, and I think as much as we love to cook and as much as we love to bring you guys into the Goin Batty kitchen, we're very far from being able to do anything at a farmer's market because there's a whole process. You have to have a business license, you have to have a food vendor's license, you have to have a bunch of certifications if you're going to serve food or rabbit. No, I'm just kidding. We
We're
don't
not
eat our
there
rabbits.
yet.
We'll eat our chickens, but we won't eat our rabbits.
Yeah, I'm not sure. As mean as she is, she's still cute, and it's gonna be hard to eat her.
Yeah, it is. So anyway, we had a good time, but we put this whole video together. I spent hours slaving over it. All right, maybe a half hour. And just kept trying to put it on there. 11 times I tried to put this thing on there after uninstalling it, installing it, and iMovies still will not work with my iPhone 7. And so we're using my iPhone 7 to do the live stream today. It's actually easier than setting up a camera and setting up all the things. Paige, that's funny. I think there's a trick or something going on with iMovies right now. We've had some glitches with the iPhone, but man, the camera on these iPhones are just excellent. And so that's the best one that we would use anyway. And I don't know that much about technology. I lean on Big Family Homestead for a lot of that, and Will from Weekend Homestead.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys know technology, so
they know how to get their nerd on.
They know how to get their nerd on. So anyway, we were blessed enough to be in an interview Monday night with Two Family Homestead.
Yep.
And they're great people. We had a lot of fun talking with them. It was a good long conversation. Really enjoyed their company. They're great people, and we were blessed that we were invited to be a part of that.
Well, it was funny too because like when they asked us, I'm sitting here going like, you know, they've had they've had Farm Alarm on there, they've had Living on a Dime, they've had the Weekend Homestead. And these are people that all know like a lot of stuff, and I'm like, we don't know a lot of stuff. We'll just make it up as we go.
Well, you know. Yeah, we're almost to 1,000 subs. I can't believe it. I'm ecstatic about that. That's really cool. And it's you guys. You guys are the ones that make it possible, and we're grateful that you would consider subscribing to our channel and watching Goin Batty, Go Batty.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they're really cool. Check out their channel when you get a chance, and sub them. That was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was,
Sherry and Daryl are just really nice.
Fellow Highlands.
She had a zucchini that was like this long.
Oh yeah.
It was huge.
It was a big
well, maybe
zucchini.
Not that long. Maybe it was like this.
But it was big.
Huge. She pulled that out and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the biggest zucchini I've ever seen. So.
Yep. So anyway, well that's kind of what's going on in our world right now. We're getting ready for two big moves. There are two big moves that are going to affect the Goin Batty clan, and it's not a bad thing. it's the new leg of the journey, because we are on a journey and you are going along right with us, and all the things that we learn and all the things that we experience. We are going to do 2 new
Hi, Bandana Grandma.
yeah, 2 moves. One is Big Family Homestead and their move to Wisconsin. They are on the path. They're packing. Things are going. Just be praying for them, and
They're in the home
send
stretch
them.
right now.
Yeah, send them good thoughts, because they've got a lot to do. I mean, a lot to do, and I'm just praying that God clears the road for them as they move.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot to do when you move. The second big deal is we're gonna move.
Yep.
We're going to move to an urban environment. We've been talking about it and talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. And we're going to take a move over to a little town north of here called Dayton. And we're going to live in a house that we have rented for a long time. We're going to take it back over. And one of the tools that we use in our everyday life is the app Zillow, and Zillow has said good things about where we're moving lately. So we're kind of excited, because we didn't know some of the things that were going on, and it's very encouraging. So
and we got our last rent check from the renter there, so that's it's good and bad, but no, it's all good, but it's that scary, okay, here we go.
Yep. We're diving in.
Yeah,
we're diving in.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be great, and we've got a lot to learn. We have a lot to do. We have a lot to do. So anyway, that's what's going on in our world. This is almost, to a degree, a just kind of hurry up and wait time. But in the ministry right now, there's a lot of planning going on. We don't just plan for like the first few weeks. We plan the whole year, and we do it all before we hit the ground running in September. So right now, I'm in the throes of planning what the youth ministry is going to do for the next 9 to 12 months. And there's a lot of communicating, there's a lot of talking it through, and we've got to, the next step is to get the people involved. So youth ministry's been very busy for me. And
your computer broke.
Oh yeah, my computer.
He thought it was just the keyboard on it, and then today he was like, yeah, the whole thing just...
So you can see the reflection in my glasses. We borrowed Heather's mom's computer for tonight, and we're recording on the iPhone. But my work computer is it's at the shop. It died, and I think God knows that technology hates me, and so He has fun with it sometimes, and says, back in the old days, they used to do ministry without any computers.
With just a pen and a paper.
Yeah, and so...
a poodle and a paper clip and some chewing gum.
That's right.
Like MacGyver.
We MacGyvered ministry. We MacGyvered it. I need a poodle, a rubber band, and some paper clips.
And then you build a submarine and you get out of the desert.
That's right.
Yep. Nope,
exactly. That's how we get out of there. And so we've been hopping doing that, but I got to tell you, my wife is still rocking it in the Goin Batty kitchen. Tomorrow she is doing a grocery run.
Yep.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
I'm going to be going, because Kevin got paid, so we're going to go to the grocery store. So I have to, after I'm done here tonight, I have to make up my meal plan and do my pantry list, my Thrive list, and see what I have in the freezer. So, I'm using what I already have. And we had a little bit of a mishap in the Goin Batty kitchen, because I made salsa and I did a video on it, and then we dropped the entire bowl of it on the floor. So we got just a taste of salsa, and then it was everywhere. And it was just been it was just comical, because I mean, I've done that before. I mean, there's been times where, I dropped the entire, I have all the hamburgers cooked and on a tray, and I, flip the entire thing on the floor. There's one time I spilled the lasagna everywhere. That's a mess to clean up. The worst, though, was when I dropped a dozen eggs. that was, and I didn't have a dog because dogs are really good at cleaning up broken eggs because they'll just lick it all up and everything. But the worst was the eggs, and then there was one time my youngest son dropped an entire bag of flour on the floor, and that's just
remember the watermelon?
So, oh yeah, we had a watermelon that exploded one time too because it fell. But yeah, so that's just kind of what has been going on there. And I've been trying to think about like some of the, like I have a list here of all of the recipes that I want to make. But I'm looking at it going, what should I do next? What should I do next? But a lot of them are like winter time things, like chicken gnocchi soup and like potato soup. Though we did have chicken gnocchi a little while ago.
I love my wife's cooking. I love it. I love it too much, if you know what I mean. But Kate, she makes a wicked gnocchi soup.
She does.
I mean, she really does. She nails it, and she's learning all that from her mother and her grandmother. I'm just really impressed.
Someone said my blind mama's messy kitchen said that her husband dropped an entire thing of bacon grease.
Oh,
like, oh, that's a mess too. Though,
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, my dog would have been happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
But now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I'm like, what should I do next? And I think I'm going to do chicken gyros. I have a recipe for that that's really good. And I have cucumbers coming in so I can make the tzatziki sauce and everything. So I'm thinking that's probably gonna make an appearance. And I think we might do like either shortbread or snickerdoodles for our Cookie Friday. So I'm not sure if we're going to get to Cookie Friday this week because of us helping the big family homestead move.
Okay, so this weekend's really busy for us. Friday we have all kinds of things that we've got to get done here, and Saturday we're going to go help big family load the truck, and it's just going to be a very whirlwind weekend. Yeah,
and then it'll be like kind of boring after that because we spend a lot of Saturdays with them.
We do. And
then it's just we're going to just be, I guess, at our new house, spending Saturdays by ourselves.
Well, we'll have our own projects to get done, but, there is definitely going to be a change of pace in our life when we hit the fall, and we're just glad you guys are with us and we're able to share what's going on with our life with you guys.
Well, and as the fall comes, it comes pie.
Oh yeah,
like apple pie and pumpkin pie, and we're big pie fans. Well, him and I are big pie fans. Like my kids have been asking.
Well, what kind of pie?
What kind?
Let's talk about this for a minute.
What kind of cake
before
do I
we say I'm a pie fan? Let's talk about what kind of pie.
You like pumpkin pie. That's his favorite kind of pie. He likes peanut butter pie. Ooh, peanut butter pie. I need to put that on my list. I don't think I have
like pecan pie.
Yes,
pecan pie is probably one of my favorites.
I got to write that down.
Yes, make notes. This is important.
There's no lead in my pencil. Here, hold on. Okay. So
don't know if I've dropped a full jar of bacon grease yet or not. Nope, probably not. Someone else said they're having fun watching the bunny's ear vibrate.
Yeah, she's like scared.
Well, we don't hold her enough, and so she's sitting here going, "Oh no, where am I?" Yeah. But she's tucked away. She feels pretty. She keeps hiding underneath there. We'll talk about her in a minute.
That's kind of what I got going on in the Goin Batty kitchen.
Rabbit pie.
I'm gonna go through some of my mom's recipes and see what she has, and then go through some of my grandma's recipes and see what she has too. Oh, and the one that I want to make too is I want to make Watergate cake. Like I think that would be interesting because that's one of those kind of throwback to the 60s type thing. But there's not a lot of people that I think outside of my family has heard of that. So yes, I would love a video on peanut butter pie.
So would I. That's good.
Yeah, so
I like that too.
Yeah, but that's what's going on in the Goin Batty kitchen.
All right, so it's time for a garden update, and boy, do we have I cannot tell you. I'm going to bring this up every time because this has just amazed me.
We keep cutting it, it keeps coming back.
We keep cutting this, and we feed it to everybody. We eat it. Claire, I have eaten a whole thing of kale. I think you're still on. Yeah. I have eaten a whole thing of Claire. Claire. Haven't eaten a whole thing of Claire. I've eaten a whole thing of kale, and I think you'd be very proud of me. But check this other stuff out. This guy right here, boom. That is called a tomatillo.
Yep.
And that tomatillo, I know it doesn't look like it in the camera, that thing is very sticky.
Well, it has that
sticky.
husk on the outside of it. It's in the ground cherry family.
When you touch it, your fingers get all sticky. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Awesome salsa.
We're going to make green salsa out of that.
Ooh. I love it.
And we've had cucumbers come in. I've already done pickles, but I have...
no, don't tell them. Don't tell them. Wait, hold on. This is going to be a trivia question later.
Get the kale out of it.
See this tomato right here? This is a particular kind of tomato. I don't know if you can see it very well or not.
Yeah.
What kind of tomato am I holding? What kind of tomato is that? That's a trivia question for you.
I love kale chips. I make them for my kids. Now, Kevin doesn't care for them. But, yeah, kale chips are awesome.
Yep.
We love kale chips.
Yep. Kale chips are good.
Yeah.
They're good. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on in the Goin Batty garden.
It is an heirloom. Oh, Coco Noel got it.
Coco Noel, you got it. You won the prize.
We're going to give you the rabbit. We'll put it in a box. No, I'm just teasing. We're not going to send you the rabbit. So.
She really wants to get rid of my rabbit. Oh, no. It is a Cherokee, and we have a little something to send you. So if you would, email us at info.goinbatty@gmail.com. If you'll send us your address privately, we have a little small prize for you that we'll send off to you. It's not major because, I mean, it's a tomato, but it's enough to have fun with. So anyway, send that to us, and we'll have some more trivia questions in just a second. I'm gonna mark that off so I don't forget.
Okay.
What are we doing next? The chickens. Oh, the chickens.
They're kind of doing their chickeny thing.
I miss the chickens. I tell you, I have all of this chicken knowledge and nowhere to go now.
Yeah.
I have a ton of chicken knowledge. Lone Star, how are you, my friend?
Hey there. How's the
Norma,
400 quail you adopted?
I think she's giving you a hard time, Jonathan, because she thinks you adopted 400 quail. But I think that's a really smart idea because they're considered pets.
Yep.
They're not considered anything else. And you can get little eggs, and if you gather up 14 of those eggs, you can have one omelet. It'll be awesome. I think that's great. But anyway, I had a thought. Oh, yeah, the chickens. We gained a lot of chicken information, and it's all going to kind of sit there dormant while we live in the city. And so we are going to keep some here. Hi, Danny. We are going to keep some here and tend to them as we can.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we'll be living in the city. So
we have 3 of them that are laying right now out of 5. So we have two younger ones that haven't started laying yet, and so we're getting about 3 eggs a day now, down from like we were getting 12.
A gazillion, yeah. Well,
which is okay. I mean, it is what it is, and that's what we got to do right now. So
Yep. Lone Star. As soon as we get to our new house, we got to get the kids their beds first, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do with all these animals. But yeah, we're planning on taking the rabbits with us, and we're planning on taking the dog and the cat. I think we'll keep the boys. I'm not sure.
I don't know. It depends on how bad they smell. And they smell really bad sometimes.
We gotta wash them a lot. I'm telling you.
Okay, so I gotta share this. Last night, my middle son Jack is a huge fan of bean burritos. He loves them. He would eat his weight in them. But oh my gosh!
No, it's a bad idea.
Oh, those boys smelled so bad last night. It was awful. And I'm like, and he's like, "Can we have them again?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah, that's I had to eat a whole thing of vegetables just to make up for that whole bean burrito fiasco last night. But anyway, we have all this chicken knowledge. I'm gonna keep going back to the chickens until we're done with our chicken update. And we have this one chicken that comes up to us. Her name is Dot. She's a barred rock, and she is the sweetest thing. I mean, she just comes right up to us. She's looking for food. I mean, I think
we like to pretend that she loves us, but she really doesn't.
The deepest thought that this chicken is having is this.
Cluck.
Cluck. I mean, that's as deep as chickens think, but they are awesome birds. They are awesome animals, and we just
Lone
love
Star,
having
they
them.
are good for your heart, but they're maybe, I don't know, but they're, I know how the rest
The
of
more
that.
you eat, the more you...
I know how the rest of that goes, and there was a lot of that.
Yeah, there was a lot of
last
that.
night, So,
For sure.
Blake's here. Oh, okay.
We are going to move on. We're going to talk about this one a little bit. We have... we're new to the rabbit thing, although we've had these guys for a little while. We're still learning some stuff.
Look at her. She keeps trying to
She's
get
just
further
like,
and further
do
down.
not do it.
It's okay. It's okay.
We need to know something from you guys, and if you guys have worked with rabbits or had any experience with rabbits, this is an opportunity for Heather and I to learn. Can rabbits have a bath?
Because this one smells like pee-pee.
Well, let's go bigger than that. All of them stink. I mean, rabbit poop smells. And so when they
But they're not
pee,
sitting in their poo.
No,
It's
but
like
they
falling through the cage.
When
and
the males pee, they pee everywhere. And the way we have our setup, which is not the perfect setup, we need to get better. They can pee all over themselves. And so this little girl right here, she got funky smell. I just think rabbits are cute, but they just stink horribly.
Sure, why not? They get rained on in nature. So, this is true. So.
This is true, but use baby shampoo. Oh, thank you.
Okay, so here's another thing. Can you clip their toenails? Because this one has got razors for claws.
I can't even imagine what that would look like.
Oh.
I can't even imagine holding this rabbit. She's barely calm right now. I can't even imagine tilting her upside down and trying to get her claws out, because those things are actually pretty big. If you take a look at her paws, oh yeah, put them right on my chest. That's what you need to do. Yeah. She's not going to do it for me as much as I'd like her to. We're just going to let her be, but she's got some long claws.
Maybe dry spray shampoo. Now I do have dry shampoo.
Ooh,
I wonder
that's
if that
a good
would
idea.
work. You'd have to just rub it in.
Just have to pet her until it comes out, you know. But
and then brush her, probably.
Yeah, probably. So, anyway, the rabbit setup that we have now, a little bit of it is going to follow us to Dayton, but we really need to make a better scenario for them so that they can be and have their little cubby hidey place.
Yeah.
Rabbit poop is supposed to go right on the garden with no mess, no fuss, and so that'll help us when we're in the city as well. We'll just move the rabbit cages around all of the
That's what Fortune
gardens.
Freedom does.
Yeah,
she does a lot
that's
of
a good
just
idea.
throwing the rabbit poop on stuff. So,
But yeah, I mean, we're still learning, and I think that as we learn, we'll be able to do more with them. We're just, I think
that their nails can grow into their paws.
Oh, ouch. Don't do that. That's bad. Well, I don't see that happening with this one. She has got some claws, though. Look at those things.
Yeah.
Those are no joke right there. And when she's ready, she will tear after you.
Yeah.
It's funny how she can hide those so well. But she's being really calm right now, actually, compared to what she usually is.
Her
I think
nose
it's just
is going nuts, but
she's shaking. She's shaking.
Yeah.
I think she's, again, it goes back to us just needing to hang with them more. So, anyway,
be careful not to get the quick. Yeah.
Not to what?
To get the quick.
What's that mean?
Well, if you trim her nails.
Oh, it's the vein inside the.
Vein,
Oh
so
yeah. I did that to Gina one time.
Our dog.
I felt so bad. You know what? Stopped the bleeding.
Soap.
A bar of soap, dial soap to be specific. There's something about that soap. You put the paw right on the soap. It creates a false barrier between the outside and what the vein that's bleeding, and it stops it just like that. Now you have to hold it, and you have to hold the dog, and it's a little bit of juggling. I had a 80-pound black lab. His name was Phil. No offense to you, Phil, that's watching right now. But he was one of my favorite dogs.
He's a good dog.
I cut too short, and I'd cut too short, and he started bleeding everywhere. And I freaked out, and my buddy was there and just grabbed a soap real quick and put it on his paw and taught us. How much does it cost there a rabbit? Well, the rabbits that we got, for the most part, were, well, we paid for a few of them, but we got most of them for free.
Yeah, and then we had some that were given to us.
So they're relatively...
Rabbits around here, depending on where you get them, like if you get them at like Rural King or something like that, they were what, $12 $12 a piece.
Who knows says baby powder will stop the bleeding too. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's really smart.
Yeah,
so.
it's Phil and Walter and Gina. Our animals all have people names.
Yeah, we're not the Fluffy or Bobo or Shootsy, Mootsy kind of people.
Yeah.
Butterscotch.
I mean, we have a rabbit named Gilbert.
Hercules.
And,
Hercules is
and of course we have the white rabbits. What's the one rabbit's name? The Stormageddon.
Yes.
Dark Lord of All, and then the other one.
Rusty Britches.
The other white one is Rusty Britches.
No, he's Marshmallow. He's
Marshmallow.
That's got a cute name.
That's the one with the cutesy name, but I didn't name it. The kids named that, so I can't take any credit.
I named all of our animals except for Gina and Walter.
Anyway, that's it for the rabbit update. We're gonna move on to favorite things. Favorite things.
Okay, so I have a favorite thing. This favorite thing was actually given to me by Angela De Jesus. And so I got this. She sent this to me, and this is awesome. This is my wallet that I take with me to the grocery store. And what I love about this is that you open it up, and see, I blocked my driver's license information so you can't see it, but it has, you know, the places for like your library card and your ATM card and everything. But it has, I don't know if you can see up here, hold that down, it has these pockets with these tabs in it right here. You can see them, I can pull them out. So what this does is, like in this first one, I will put my grocery money in here, and then in this one is where my gas money goes, and this one is for toiletries, and this one is for clothing, and then this one back here is where I keep all my receipts. So I pull all of the cash out so that we don't do credit cards. So and it all goes in here, and so when it is gone, it is gone. And we don't get any more out. But this is done by Savory Scents, and I think if we can find a link, we'll put it in the thing down below. But it has a retractable thing here for your wrist, so you can make it into a like a clutch, but that pulls out, and then it has a place in the back for your change. But I love this. This has been wonderful to have, and to have it like all in one place. So this is pretty awesome. I like that. That's one of my favorite things. So what are the bunnies' name again? There is Anne and Gilbert from Anne of Green Gables. There is Stormageddon and Marshmallow. And then there's Claire. Am I missing one? No, that's 6. Okay. Yep. So, yeah. So those are the names of our bunnies.
Yep. Katie's playing Troll Slayer tonight.
Yeah.
She's doing a great job. Way to go, Katie. She was on top of it way before I even got to it.
Oh.
Way to go. All right. We've got an upcoming project that's not upcoming anymore. It was a project that the kids really, I mean, they kicked it. They did a great job. There was this honeysuckle bush back in the back lot there that was kind of getting in the way of our mowing, and it's just overgrown. And we took a day, and I had to go to work, but Katie, Max, Jack, and Miles all tore down this honeysuckle that the trunk was that thick, and it was like snaked around itself. And so they tore all of that down. It's completely cleared out now. If we can show you in a vlog, we will. But I mean, they did a fantastic job.
They did a really good
job. Oh
my
goodness, so good. And we're very glad to see that go away. So the kids have really been working their tails off on that project. It was a 2-day thing for them. Yeah. So anyway, I've just been overjoyed.
I'm sorry, I keep seeing 2 little boys go across our yard and they're swinging sticks at each other. And I'm like, you know what?
They're gonna poke their eyes out.
That's
We're gonna go to the
right.
emergency room, and
if they're not swinging sticks, they're not happy. If they're not filthy, they're not.
That's
they're
right.
not happy. So
Absolutely.
I'd rather have boys that are happy and filthy because the filth washes off. I would prefer them to have both their eyes though when they came back in the house. So.
Yes, that's important. Hey, we've got some trivia for you if you would like to play. What is the first cooking video Goin Batty ever did? If you guys have a minute, check that out. The first cooking video that Goin Batty ever did. So if you guys know what that is, what did Heather make
That's
in that
right,
video?
Chicken stamps. Boys are noise with dirt on it.
That's right. That's right.
That is so true.
Who was the one that got the tomato right? Do you remember?
Coco Noel got
Coco
that right.
Noel. Okay.
Yeah.
Coco Noel. All right. So if you want to, you can play along with us in trivia. And I'm gonna put this rabbit back in his cage. Wow.
Yeah. Hold on.
You got that one?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get the other one too.
Fuck, I'm getting it.
Yay! Troll slaying. That's good. That's very good. You know, it's been one of the fun parts of our homestead is having these cooking videos, and we want you guys to feel free to share them, check them out, and you know, get more people watching them, and hopefully they'll help people in the kitchen.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna put this one back.
Yes.
I'm gonna put her in. I'm gonna share with you one of my favorite things, but I've mentioned this before, so you know it's one of those things. I absolutely love and believe that if you have chickens and rabbits, you have to have one of these. Chicken.
No, bandana grandma was
sorry,
not
bandana
that
grandma.
one. Sorry.
No. This is right here one of the most important parts. It's a kitty carrier. It doesn't just hold Walter. It holds rabbits. It holds chickens. You got to clean them real good. That way nobody gets sick. But there's a lot of uses for a kitty carrier. I just blanked. I'm sorry. I had a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put her away, and then we're gonna talk some more about some homestead and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. And keep troll slaying. You guys are doing good.
Nope, not beef and barley soup, and it wasn't calzones either.
There we go. All safe and sound.
It wasn't the meatball ones. It was way before that.
Yeah, it was the. I remember it too.
It was actually back in January.
Oh yeah, it was way back there.
Whoa, what is that?
That looks like another troll.
I got it.
All right. We've got trolling tonight. Watch out.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, we have. You got that, kid?
I got it.
Heather, you got that?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Well, we must be doing something right if people are trying to troll us. So, hey, just real quick, trolls. God is watching you. Be very careful what you're doing right now.
Yep.
Just don't be like that, because you don't know.
We
All
have
right?
somebody.
Okay.
Cat lovers. Let's give her a wrench so that she can help too, because we
yeah.
seem to be getting quite a few of them. So sorry about this, guys, but yeah.
I will. Give me just a second. While we do this, we are under attack. It almost feels like we're under attack, isn't it weird? And I'll just say to you guys, this is not a big deal. They don't have any power over this.
Yeah.
They're just hiding behind a computer screen. So
yeah. So
let me get to that part. You guys keep talking.
So we had what was it? You talked about your favorite things and the kids in the resources. So my resource this week is Forging Freedom. She has a lot of great videos. I have a little bit of garden envy when I look at her garden. But she's been doing it a really long time, and she has a lot of great, just great information on.
Cat lover, you should have a wrench now. I think.
On the stuff that she does and the gardening that she does and things like that, and how to be more self-reliant and stuff like that. She's really, I think, very knowledgeable in the things that she does. So that's the Forging Freedom YouTube channel. So that is my resource for this week.
Old Fashioned Life, I'm pretty sure, got your guys' question.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was
it twice baked potatoes?
Yes.
Hey!
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. That's cool. All right. So, who was it again?
It was old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned life?
Yes.
Old-fashioned life. If you want to, send us an email, info.goinbatty@gmail.com. And we have just a small token of our appreciation and a little prize to send out to you. So, if I could write old-fashioned life, there we go. Scribbling it all together. The night is just full of craziness tonight.
I know, there's just
that's wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, the resources, again, local library. Those are the things that I feel like are, sorry, my nose is running.
it may be the rabbit fur.
It could be the rabbit fur. That rabbit smells now. I mean, I dig rabbits. I think we need to learn more about them. But whoo, mercy, that thing stinks.
Yeah.
We gotta get something done with that. But when I finally get chickens, may I ask you if I have? Oh, by all means, please ask us a lot of questions. I don't feel like we necessarily talk about what we do enough with chickens. We have a lot of information about them, and we don't spend a whole lot of time talking about them. And maybe we should make that a priority in some of our Friday night freestyle. Is do a whole thing on chickens, because chickens are incredible creatures and they provide a ton of opportunity. So that's you guys are fast, man.
I got him.
You did get them. I mean, I'm impressed right now.
That's okay.
Here's how fast it is. They have already banned them and deleted them, and I'm just sitting here watching. I just think it's awesome. They're kicking butt.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, thanks for your support as a community to be out there for us, so we can still do this and not have all that rigmarole. Yeah. Anyway, with chickens. And I'll talk about the chickens for a minute. They have an amazing amount of weather hardiness. So if you leave your chickens outside, don't be afraid to let them go through the seasons. The seasons are good, and it is important for you to let your chickens be weather hardy. So hot, cold, anywhere in between. The biggest thing is to protect them. Make sure they have a safe place where they can. I got it. They can. I'm sorry. My ADD will not allow that to happen. The protective dad and husband in me is like going nuts right now. Anyway, the biggest thing for me on chickens is that learning how not to spoil them rotten. When you feed them too much grain and they don't get green grass, you've got to make sure that you are giving them a good diet, not just feed all the time. Feed's supposed to be a supplement. They need to eat off worms and moles and mice and frogs and that kind of stuff. They're very much
omnivores.
Omnivores.
They eat everything.
They eat everything. So anyway, the other thing about chickens is when they lay an egg, they find a place that they feel safe. It may not be where you feel safe. It is where they feel safe. And so you're going to find eggs everywhere. You're going to find them everywhere. We found them in between two trees.
Yes.
There's this little area where we do this. Where we have them, and they lay their eggs there. They don't lay them in the box. Let me read the thing here. When I get chickens, they can't free range because of coyotes. No, I agree. And the free ranging might be limited. Like it might be a couple hours a day. We used to have a free range situation where we could let them go and they would go everywhere. Matter of fact, we found them over at the school one time.
Yeah.
And so we had to start limiting. We had to start limiting how much the chickens where they would actually go. And so what we did is we would just give them like 2 to 3 hours out. And if you can't let them out, just make sure you have a great fence. Make sure that you give them lots and lots of greens. There was a point where we would go to the grocery before we were really truly homesteading well, and we would buy groceries and cut up a bunch of broccoli, a bunch of tomatoes. They love all that stuff. Who knows? My big fear is chicken, rat, snakes. You have that problem?
We don't have problems with rats and snakes with our chickens.
No.
So
And
we haven't.
You know, it's interesting. In every battle that I've ever seen between a rat and a chicken, or a chicken and a snake, the chicken has won. And I know there are bigger snakes out there, so that's not always. But the little ones, the little ones are the ones that I think is the ones that they get after, and they actually make the orangest eggs.
Yeah.
The orangest egg yolks. What
was it, Katie, the other day? I broke an egg and it had a real orange yolk in it, and she's like, that egg says mice or mole or frog.
Exactly. Exactly.
Excuse me.
The other thing that I would say is, when you do get chickens, and I think anybody that owns chickens knows this, they gotta have a clean, dry place to perch. Just get them off the ground, even if it's a couple inches. We've had chickens that love to be high, really high. Like there was a bantam that used to perch up in a tree. It was amazing. It would insist on that. It would jump.
It wouldn't go into the coop at all.
It would not go into the coop at all. And I think it was probably small and maybe got beat up by the other chickens. But the biggest thing is when they perch, give them variety in where they perch. But I mean, they'll perch anywhere. This bird that we're talking about lasted outside many, many months. It was the dead of winter, and it just chose to perch up in the tree. Yeah. We'd go up there every night, and just, boop, there it was. But it would lay its eggs in the box.
No, it would lay its eggs in the garage, in the,
That's funny. That's true.
Oh, shoot. In the wood chips. We kept the wood chips in the garage, and she would go in there, and we would find them in the garage.
That's right.
And they were little. They were only about this big, so I would, hard boil them. And I would save six or
snacks.
7 of them up and hard boil it. My youngest son would eat them like popcorn. He loved them. So yeah, that was.
Absolutely. Yeah. The little Tykes playhouse to turn into the coop is a great idea.
Oh yeah.
We would upcycle anything. I mean anything. We used a Rubbermaid shed, and we would put cross perches across it. And then we would have a little door cut in the back of it, and we just fling that thing open. We had an Americana rooster at the time, and that dude was protective. And so you'd fling that door open, and he'd be like, "Brah!" All the feathers off the back of his neck and everything.
Yeah.
But one of the things that helped in our situation was that rooster was a protector. And so when something would come along and try to eat the flock, he would protect him, and he was tough. Now, I mean that thing. He came up on me, and I thought a feather pillow was attacking me, and then he got his claws out.
Molly, we do the same thing. We let our chickens into our compost pile, and they took our compost pile down from 2 big. We took pallets and we made compost piles.
Yep.
2 big ones all the way down to 1.
Yep.
And so they are really good at breaking your compost down. So
absolutely,
it's awesome. Bye, Bandana Grandma. Have a good trip.
Where's she going?
She's going to
MA.
Yeah, that's
what's MA?
That's
Montana,
Massachusetts.
Awesome. Have fun.
Yeah.
We'll miss you.
Oops.
I only want 4 chickens. I'm originally from the city, so this would be new to me. Yeah, I think that's
start small.
That's advice that everybody would take and be wise to take. When you move on to a new homestead, watch Big Family. When they move on to their homestead, I know Krista and Brad's heart. They want to get going, but they're going to start small. They're not going to get 10 head of cattle right out of the gate. If you're new to this, start with something that is simple. Start small. And you can see a lot of people modeling that for you on YouTube. I mean, Jonathan from Lone Star Living, us with our rabbits, our chickens. I mean, there's all kinds of folks.
I mean, he's doing small because he's doing an apartment.
Well, yeah.
He's got quail.
If you're going to do chicken, just start with 2 or 3 that really you just spoil rotten, and they just do a great job laying eggs for you. Yeah. Buy a good coop where they feel safe. We have a couple of things. One more trivia question. I've got one more trivia question. I do.
Okay.
Well, just one more.
They say Jane Hall started small.
Oh yeah, I bet he did. And we've learned a lot from his videos, and I still would love to meet the guy someday. Anyway,
He cracks me up, like, because he's just like, I'm just a dude, you know, learning things as I go, and I'm like, I like you.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of learning things as we go. So.
Yeah, definitely. So here's the trivia question. In the video Get Saucy, what are 3 of the sauces that Heather made?
We don't name them by name, but if you can guess what they are.
That's right. And
because we were afraid of, like, you know, trademark and copyright and stuff like that. So.
But we in the video Getting Saucy, name 3 sauces that Heather made. And any 3 will do. So
Preemie Mama Twins, I believe the last that I heard, he has diverticulitis.
Yep.
And I think they did surgery on him. So I haven't heard anything since then. So I'm not real sure what's going on. But that was the diagnosis that he was given.
I know that they came out of the surgery okay.
Yeah,
I'm just not sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not sure of the update.
I don't know if he's like home or anything like that right now.
That's a good question. I don't know that we know. But love watching his channel. So, and you know,
hope he's doing well.
Hope he's doing well. Yeah, really hope he's doing well.
Yeah.
So anyway, that is for the most part all we got. We've got a couple of things just to keep you in the loop. We are consultants for Thrive Life Food, and if you're interested in getting more information about Thrive Life,
bechamel, salsa, and marinara. No, those aren't the 3 sauces. They are like sauces that you find in a restaurant.
How do you get that illness?
Get what illness?
I'm not sure.
The one that Tommy has.
Diverticulitis. It has to do with your colon, and it has to do with like
who knows, had a flare up last week.
Yeah. I guess you can have, like, I know that when you have it, you have to stay away from things like that have seeds on it, like strawberries and raspberries, and you know, if you have a hamburger bun with sesame seeds, because those can kind of get into your colon and then cause it to get inflamed. So I'm not sure like exactly what it is, but I do know like things like that because I've known people that have had it.
Yeah.
That it'll cause it to like flare up and stuff.
So let's talk. I'm sorry, dear. I'm going to go on a Thrive Life kick for just a second. We're going to do, hopefully we'll do a Friday night freestyle, or we'll do something Thursday night, and we'll talk about Thrive Life and a lot of the big things that are happening over there. There's a new website that they've put up. There's some new product that they're doing called This Simple Plate meals,
was asking
and
about that.
Those are rolling out, and they are awesome, and they're great products for busy folks that need to get food and get out. And I would ask you guys to...
Allison, that's not it either. So Allison's the only one guessing.
Again, there's a few changes going on at Thrive Life, so bear with them as they get settled into this new website and then as they start getting these meals out. But I'm telling you, they haven't taken away any product, and it's going great. The other thing I wanted to ask you to do is to check out Saturdays at 10:30. I'll be back. We had a hiccup this past Saturday, but I'll be back doing a Saturday morning Devo at 10:30, and we'd love for you guys to join us if that's your thing. No worries if it's not. And then, as if that wasn't enough, check out our website, goinbattystore.com.
Hey, Kate, hand me my new bag that I made. I want to show them my new bag that I made.
You'll see this on there. Yeah. This is one of the bags.
I just finished
it. We got one. We got one. One, cat lover. Cat lover.
One is a mayo type. The other one's Big Mac sauce, but not... She's close.
Yep, it was Big Mac. She's got two.
Yeah,
because you did tartar sauce.
Yeah, one of them was...
I gave one of the answers away.
One of them was where you did mayonnaise and... sauce together.
Oh yeah, the Mount St. Kevin.
Yeah,
it's the Mount St. Kevin. You get some mayo and you pile it up, and then inside you put your finger in there and run around, and then you put hot sauce in it and you dip your fries in. It's really good. Yeah. Tartar sauce, very funny. Okay.
So here is the new bag that I made. So it is. I crocheted it, and this one I actually put a clasp on it because I've noticed that I need something that closes so my stuff doesn't fall out, but it's actually pretty big. So this is for can either be like a school book bag, because if you look at the sides of it, it's pretty deep. But I mean, when you look inside of it, it's really big in here. So it could be a book bag, it could be a diaper bag, and this one I lined on the inside.
If you looked hard enough, you'll see Mary Poppins in there.
Yeah, I can pull out the hat rack and the mirror and everything like that. But it's lined on the inside so you don't lose your stuff. Because sometimes when you crochet something, that weave can be loose enough that you can have pins fall through or stuff like that. So that's my new bag that I got.
Ooh, Old Fashioned Life. You've got 2 of them. You got tartar sauce and you've got
awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce. If and Kevin's hot sauce mix.
Yeah.
So wait, who's the winner? I'm confused.
I don't know. Did they get all 3 of them together?
They didn't type them all in at the same time.
Okay.
So I gotta look. So
Wait.
Cat Lover said mayo. Did you make mayo on that video?
I did not.
No, you
but
did not.
Made the one that was the Mount St. Kevin.
But she got Big Mac sauce and she got hot sauce. But then we have Old Fashioned Life, who's also got it. You know what?
Give both of them.
We're gonna give it both to you.
Yeah.
Email us at info.goinbatty@gmail.com and we will send you out both it. So oh my gosh.
Awesome sauce, McDonald's Big Mac tartar sauce, and then chicken. I think they meant to say Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go with Cat Lover and I'm gonna go with Old Fashioned Life because they were the ones that showed up on our feed first. And then Nona Grace, if you got it too. So go ahead and email us. It's a little token, a little thank you for watching our channel and playing trivia with us. So just send it off. Send those emails off to us in the next day or two, and we will send out our little thank yous.
Yeah.
I interrupted your bag explanation, and I'm
it's
very
all right.
sorry.
No, I'm done now. But
Okay.
that's so.
That's it.
It's on my.
I have that on my to make list.
Yeah.
I love
Now
those
I will
sauces.
tell you that the tartar sauce that I make in that video is, I don't know if any of you guys where you guys are, if you have we have something called Frisch's Big Boy, and they have a double-decker hamburger, and instead of putting mayonnaise or mustard or ketchup on it, they put tartar sauce on it. But the tartar sauce is not like what you think of like on the East Coast where you have it, it's kind of sweet tasting. That's not what it is. It's actually made with dill pickle relish, so it has a kind of a dill taste to it. So that's one of our favorite things. That was one of those things I had to learn how to make when we lived in Maryland because there was nothing like it there. So, but yeah, those are some really great sauces.
Yep.
So, and we use them a lot.
All right, so Norma, Cat Lover, and Old Fashioned Life, don't forget to email us. And all of you that won tonight, Coco Noel and Old Fashioned Life won on the other one too, so you're only going to get one deal. But anyway, guys, we are so blessed by you. We're so grateful that you came by and watched our video tonight. Thank you for joining us.
And the trolling and everything.
Yeah,
so thank you for those who helped us, because
it's brutal on my ADD. I just want to jump out of my skin.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are things that happen when you have a YouTube channel. You just kind of have to deal with it, you know?
Sometimes people are stupid.
I know. The pastor in me just wants to share with them the love of Jesus, but anyway.
And the pastor's wife wants to, punch him in the face and hit him with a big stick. So, that's horrible. I shouldn't say that.
Huh.
What?
Yeah, I can't see anything that... so, Space Cat, I can't see anything that you're putting up, and I don't understand why. That's really weird. I don't think we blocked him. And if we did, it was unintentional. So we got pretty click happy there. So Space Cat, I've been worried about you, man. I hope you're doing well. I've been praying for you. We will figure out why that's happening. I don't know what's going on. I'll look at some of our backdoor stuff and see if it's blocked. So anyway, Coco Noel, thank you. You guys are awesome. They kicked butt tonight. They did a good job. Yes, you can Facebook message me. Matter of fact, oh, I forgot to mention that. We have a Goin Batty Thrive Life page, and we are doing 31 days of Thrive Life. When you go there, we're going to highlight a special Thrive Life food every single day. and give you a way of how it can be used and some details about that.
Am I cooking them every single day?
No, you're
good.
not cooking them
I'm
every day.
I don't have recipes for all those.
We're just gonna, we're just gonna highlight particular things that we use and talk about how you can use them. And we're gonna do it for 31 days, the month of August. And we're going to encourage people to just try incorporating it into their everyday life.
Yep.
And if you guys would, check out our Facebook page. It's Goin Batty Thrive Life. And we would love to have you guys be a part of that. You guys are welcome to join our Facebook page there. And are just really grateful that you're all with us. So thank you very much. Is there anything else, dear, that I have forgotten?
So you need to pray.
I do need to pray, and I'll do that in just a second. But I wanted to make sure that everything is good.
Yeah, I'm looking for. Well, there's a whole lot of space cats there. Okay, I'm not seeing him in our feed come up.
I don't know why it's not showing up. Well, we'll work on that, space cat. I don't know why that is. So
I don't think I blocked him, but I may have gotten very click happy, and because they were coming in fast and furious there for a while.
They certainly were.
So if I did document, I'm really sorry, but I'll
Space
go back
cat.
in.
It's Space Cat.
I'm sorry.
Space Cat. Don't mess with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pray in just a second, you guys. I want to make sure that we're doing some housekeeping while we've got everybody here, because we did get quite a few of those guys tonight. Man.
Yeah.
They're just a rear end load of them.
Okay, well let's.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining our show, and I'm sorry I got distracted, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Getting back to the live feed somehow.
Yeah. So, you want to pray?
I do want to pray, but I want to get back to the right screen. So I'm jacking around, messing everything up. There they are.
There you are.
Hey, there we go. All right. Let's pray, and let's give our. If praying's not your thing, please stick with us and hang out with us anyway. We're gonna just pray the night out. Okay.
Okay.
Father God, we thank you so much for the opportunity to come and hang out with friends. God, we lift up all of these hurt and broken people that have appeared on our channel tonight, and we lift them up in the precious name of Jesus. We ask that you would just come into their life, Lord, that they would come to know you in a real and truthful way. God, we thank you for the blessings that you have given the Goin Batty clan and the Goin Batty channel, and we pray that we would honor you with our life, and that we would walk through this life just living out your character and your love to people that need to know who you are. Father God, everybody on this live feed has a prayer concern. Everybody on this live stream has something going on, and we just lift it up. We just ask for your mercy and your grace and your patience as they go through life. God, just meet them in a very real way and reveal yourself to them as you comfort them, as you celebrate with them, as you teach them. God, thank you for all the things that you've done for them. And we just ask that, you continue to be our God. Father, we thank you for your son, Jesus. It's in his precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Prayer can go everywhere God can go. Yep. Awesome. Yep. Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you for joining our live stream tonight. I'm sorry if it was a little batty. You guys are awesome. We will see you as we go, but more updates
as we go.
I can't quite reach the button.
Yeah. There you go.